and welcome to this video in which I will explain to you the digital strategy that we will use during the university closure. This strategy has been proposed by the Lebanese Center for Pedagogical Innovation at AUL, the LCPI, and it has been approved by the Vice President for Academic Affairs with the support of all the administrative and academic members, typically the deans and the head of faculty, the head of departments. Beside it, I would like to thank the Vice President, Dr. Ali Hamiyi, and my colleagues, Dean Anthony Shabarikh, Dr. Salim Ahmadi, and Dr. Ali Harous for their valuable input on this strategy for filtering it and refining it at the end. My outline is very brief. I will talk about the adopted solution, and I will show you the workflow that every instructor should use, and I will show you a live demo very quickly at the end. Well, the solution is as follows. We will use Google Classroom, which is a learning management system. We will put our resources there. For every instructor, for every course, we will have a page. That page has been created by the faculty so that a certain faculty account is also a co-teacher in the same class to closely follow up the quality of the resources that are provided to the students. Those resources range among PDFs, notes taken by the instructor, taken as a photo, uploaded to the Google Classroom, external links, and so on and so forth. But we still need to deliver this content to the students as we used to do it in class. Hence the idea of using videos. In videos, you can have your voice over your slides, as I'm doing currently. This will help the student to understand the words that are written in there. It also works for the notes the same way. The videos can be either recorded ahead of time, refined, and then uploaded to YouTube, posted as a link, or provided as a file, simple file to the students to watch. And absolutely, you have to provide regularly live sessions with your students so that they can interact with you, they can ask you questions about the course content and progress with you. And it's also a moment for you to take attendance for the students and to make sure that they are assimilating the content and following up with you. Later on, actually, sooner or later, you will need to do some assessment to the students. While this is feasible with Google Classroom, you can create assignments. You can give them the given of the assignment. They can work on it. They can submit it to you electronically. You can also make quizzes that are automatically graded, or you can grade them by hand. And you can make also the same trick for live video sessions, but individually with the students or with a group of students to make project defense or individual assessment. Well, later on, you will be provided with tutorials about the use of assignments and the quizzes in Google Classroom in details so that you can smoothly use them. Well, just to grant you the knowledge needed to apply this solution, well, know that the only tricky part is to record your videos. Well, there are simple solutions such as using the camera, a camera that you have, or a digital camera, or just a smartphone, the camera of your phone, and then you can record yourself, or you can record a whiteboard that you are typing on, or simply a paper on which you are writing your notes. You can also use electronic solutions such as screen recording, as I'm doing right now. You can use PowerPoint, but I'm actually currently using Active Presenter. There is a personal license that is available for free, and it's a very nice software that allows you to create shrink size videos, and you can upload them online easily. Active smart boards on campus can be also used. You can be provided with a pen to write on them, to record the whole session with your voice also, and send them to the students. As for the mandatory live videos that you have to provide at regular sessions, you can use there are plenty of solutions, but we highly recommend that you use Zoom. So during this moment, you can take the attendance of your students and you can enter them to the system as usual. And you can record if you want. We would like to, so that absent students can catch up with the material just in case they have any connection troubles eventually. When it comes to video upload, you can use YouTube. And instead of making your video publicly available, if you would like to, you can make it unlisted so that only your students can view them. And you can also upload it on Google Drive so that you can keep track of it with your faculty. While this upload may take a part of your bandwidth, so if you have any problem, you can go to the university and do it. Otherwise, please feel free to do it at home. When it comes to the instructor workflow, well, weekly it will go as follows. You start by posting on Google Classroom the required material for the week, and you will add 2 Zoom links for your sessions. Then you will animate the Zoom links. Ideally, do it on campus at the regular time of your sessions. You want to have the students present, so there is no health risks, and you can actually check in and check out at the department. And otherwise, actually, you can do it off campus, especially when you become confident about this process. And eventually, you can send the recorded video to the faculty by email so that you can prove your delivery of the session as if you signed at the department. Or you can actually share the recorded video on a classroom. It's really optional, and only do it when you are confident about the content and you are ready to make it publicly available. Finally, you can share all the material that you produced, even during the live session, as a class notes, PDFs, remarks, and eventual assignments on Google Classroom once again, so that students can work on them, and then you restart the next week with the same way. And now it's moment for live demo. Let's go to Google Classroom. Here you have all your courses. Suppose I want to post something for the students on this one. So the first thing that I can do, I can go to the People tab, and I can add all my students that I find on the system. I can go to the stream. I can copy this code that I have here. I can send it to the students who would like to register by themselves. By the way, Google Classroom is available on mobile devices, and students can easily use it from their mobile devices. And here I can put any content. I can actually add Google Drive files, links, even files. I can just drag and drop any file that I have on my system in this way. Okay, suppose those PDF, I can upload them, and then they will be present here for the students. As for the links, when you create your Zoom meetings, you can paste the link in this way. You click Add Link, and the link will be present here. So I can leave a note for my students. Please join on the below link on that day, okay? And I can post this, or I can just schedule it. So I can do it at the beginning of the week, and it will be saved for later on. If you have multiple sessions, you can select all your sections, and you can post to them, and you can also select particular groups of students when it comes to assignments or group work. In the classwork tab, you can create a multitude of different types of activities. You can post your material here. You can ask questions. You can create assignments and the quizzes. But please keep your work organized into various topics so that students can easily find the various content on your site. When it comes to the live sessions using Zoom, you can type Zoom in Google, and you will find it as the first link. Otherwise, it's zoom.us. You click on it, and then you will see that you need to create an account to use it. Well, actually, you don't really need to create one using your email. You can just sign in with Google if you have a Google account. It's quite quick. Just click on it. You will be redirected to a page where you have to provide permissions, and afterwards you can easily log in this way. And then you can schedule a meeting by clicking on that button. You can enter as a topic the course name that you are teaching, eventually with the day name and the time. You can pick up the date from here and the exact time from there. You can specify the duration. Although Zoom, with the basic free subscription, only allows you to host live sessions for 40 minutes. But this is not a big deal because you can schedule as many meetings as you want. So you can have unlimited meetings. So with the 3 or more participants, you will be limited to this time, but you can prepare ahead of time all the meetings that you want. Afterwards, so please make sure that the time zone is Beirut, so that you are on the same page with the students. You can add a password if you'd like to, so that only your students will join your meeting. And you can activate, actually you have to activate the video on your host at least. And if you would like to see the video of your students, you can activate it. Otherwise, there is no need. When it comes to audio, select computer audio because the phone calls are only allowed in the US. And anyway, we don't need them. As for the meeting options, enable join before host is a good option. Mute the participants when they come in. It's very recommended so that you are not disturbed when you start your live session when a latecomer arrives. And you can enable wait room so that students will catch up there before you start the session. Well, if you would like to record the meeting automatically, you can click on this button. Otherwise, please note when you start your meeting, you can do it. So once you save your meeting, you will have something like this. So I already created a meeting here. I can actually show you where you can find the link that will be created for you and that you can post on Google Classroom. So here is the link that I can copy and I can post on Google Classroom for my students. Now I will start the meeting. A tiny software will be installed for only one moment, and then you will be granted with the interface of Zoom. Hi. So actually, I sent myself this link, the link of the meeting, and now I can click on Zoom and I can start the meeting. If Zoom is not installed yet on my mobile device, I will be notified that I have to install it before using it. So now it's connecting, and afterwards I can see on my mobile device, I can see myself. If I would like to register this to record this session, I can click here on the record button, and the recording will start right here. And at the end of the meeting, I will be prompted to save the file on my computer, and then I can share it with my students. Know that you can also share with your students your presentations or any other documents. I can share the whole screen or only a specific tool. So I'll click on share, and I will show you how the slides will appear actually on my mobile device. So please notice now that when I change the slide on my local computer, this will change automatically on the mobile device of my students, so they can follow up as if they were in the same class with me. They can raise their hands, they can ask questions, I can grant them the permissions to answer their questions, to talk and to answer their questions. And at any moment, I can pause the recording or I can just stop it. And at the end of the meeting, I can actually end the meeting for everyone. And here it comes, the video converting phase. The file will be saved on my documents, okay? And I can simply upload it afterwards to YouTube or to Google Classroom to share it with the students. So you'll have a folder with the name Zoom, and you will have all your recording in there so that you can share them with your students. So here I have the file that is ready for sharing. So thank you for your attention, and I hope that this solution is quite practical, quite simple for you, and I wish you a very successful semester with your students.